Welcome to the Hoenn RouteMaster Challenge, where I'm going to play through Pokemon Ruby and Sapphire, but I can't progress until I've completed everything that route has to offer. That includes battling all the trainers, grabbing every item, and of course, obtaining every Pokemon, with the brutal catch that they have to be shiny. This challenge has of course been inspired by Broseiden's playthrough of the Johto region and Hero's playthrough of Sinnoh. They're making amazing content, and I'm sure if you're watching this, you know all about them. Let's get into the setup. I plan on using my English copy of Pokemon Sapphire for the base of this challenge. I have an English, Italian, and Japanese copy of each game, and will simply trade over the shinies found to that Sapphire the old school way, with 2 Game Boys and a link cable. So without further ado, this is the Hoenn RouteMaster Challenge. We have to meet the professor, name our character, talk to our mom, and then set up the time, and of course grab our first item, the free potion in the PC box. We then of course have to go talk to our rival May, and it's pretty much shiny hunting from here. I plan on doubling back after I find all the starters and talking to everyone and grabbing hidden items. If you've done this hunt before, you know how easy it is. You can reset in probably about 30 seconds each time, and with 6 games up and running, the encounters go by quick. The first 2 hunts I did are not going to be fully recorded. It's just me finding the shiny because I was unsure if finding a shiny on a save file copy would be able to be transferred back to the cartridge. Turns out it can be, and it took me a lot of troubleshooting, so it'll be a little more of a traditional hunt for Torchic. This journey is starting on April 30th, 2026, and the first hunt was for Mudkip. I love all the Hoenn starters equally, and their shinies are amazing, but Mudkip holds a special place in my heart. It was the first starter I used when I picked up my first copy of Pokemon Emerald back in 2020, and I found it to always be an amazing and reliable partner. This was the longest hunt by far, and I went through 5 uncatchable shiny pooches. This is my reaction for each one. Got a shiny uncatchable pooch. Okay, let's see if either of these are gonna be shiny. Nope. On the Italian game too, okay. Here at 11 to 12 on encounters, so basically like another 1,000 from the last time I got a shiny pooch. And this is the same game. This is the same Italian game. So let's see if this is shiny. Nope, and no shiny here. After every pooch I found, my determination grew, until finally, after 17,892 soft resets, in 104 hours, I found a shiny 5th.
Yo, let's go.
It was on my Japanese Sapphire, and as you're going to see, the Japanese games are going to pull some heavy weight in the start of this challenge. 892 encounters, 104 hours. Oh, I was beginning to lose hope. Look at all of these set up. Oh man, it's so obvious. I missed the sparkles. I wasn't even looking. Yes. All right, let's get this battle going. Hold on. Click that real quick. Get the music up. On the Japanese copy, I'm gonna have no idea what its natures are. Yes. I just want to save. Ooh, what do I not want to name it? Oh, that's right. Had this name in mind for a while. Okay, save it, first of all. Boom. Okay, let's check it out. Oops. Little fit. Oh, female too. There she is. Okay, I'm gonna have to like look up its nature and everything, but all right. Next, I went with Trico. Right off the bat, I hit another shiny pooch after about 1,000 resets. This hunt dragged on a while. After passing the 10k mark without even another shiny pooch, I was getting discouraged. But these are probably going to be the easiest hunts of the challenge, and this is part of the appeal of shiny hunting, the journey. And as always in this hobby, as persistence pays off, I found shiny Trico after 15,264 soft resets. This was on my Japanese copy of Ruby, and these games aren't finished yet. Here we go. So once again, I missed the shiny sparkle, so we're gonna come in here hopefully. Well, if I could get an encounter, and we're gonna come on. There we go. Regular Wurmple and shiny tip. So this is on my Japanese Ruby. So I don't know what the nature is yet. I'm gonna trade it over to the Emerald and check that, and then I'll check on Phipps nature as well, which is the shiny Mudkip. I had started hunting for Torchic, but I wasn't putting in the hours at a time I had with the other two. But one day, when I came back from work, I decided I wanted to try again to see if I could make these hunts easier on myself. After some testing, I figured out that an emulated save file can be transferred back onto the cartridge. Hindsight is 2020. I was about 1,000 encounters in at this point and started getting through some resets. I had a good feeling about today. When you shiny hunt, there's days when you're hopeful and want to find a shiny, and then there's days when you just know it's gonna happen. And after my exhaustive and extensive hunts for the other two, Torchic finally decided to shine after only 1,508 soft resets, and on the Japanese Sapphire again. I of course was looking away when it popped up, but when I glanced over, I couldn't believe it. I tried to record my audio, but for whatever reason, it wasn't picking me up. This has all been a learning process, so maybe subscribe if you want to watch me slowly get better. Okay, so now that I have them all traded over here, let's take a look at the starters and check out their natures and stats. So yeah, first of all, you're gonna notice that I have two tips here. I accidentally named Torchic Tip. I forgot I had already used that nickname for Trico, so I guess we're gonna have to play through the game with two tips, and maybe I'll change it later down the line, I'm not too sure. But here we go. So shiny Mudkip here are only female so far, and it's a lax nature. Okay, and I believe that's 10% increase to defense and 10% decrease for special defense, which is not great considering we need the extra defense against grass, but that's all right. We're not really playing this for as a Nuzlocke or anything. We don't need the most, we don't need the craziest stats or anything, so we'll keep moving on here. Oh wait, let's take a look at the stats though. Okay. Oh, okay, so not too bad. Speed, of course, really low. Classic Mudkip. Alright, we'll move on to Trico. So we have Tip here, who has Naive Nature, which is increases speed stat by 10%, but decrease special defense by 10%. So this is going to be a very fast Trico. In my rival battle with this, trying to get it traded over though, I had an issue trying to beat May, so that might become a problem later, but it should be alright. And then last, of course, we got our other tip number 2, which has a gentle nature. So let's see what gentle is. Okay, a gentle nature, increase in special defense by 10% and reduces physical defense. Okay, so regular defense by 10%. So the same basically, or the opposite as Mudkip there. So, okay. Stats wise, yeah, okay, crazy special defense on that. Wow, this Torchic's got some wild stats. Just abysmal regular defense. That's funny. Okay. All right, so that's basically gonna wrap up this video here. Moving on next is gonna be talking to everybody and catching the next route shiny Pokemon. So I'll kind of include all of that later, and if you watch this all the way through, let me know if you want to see what all the NPCs have to say when I talk to them, or if you're more interested in just like seeing that there was a conversation had, a quick blip for a quicker video. Yeah, and appreciate you watching if you made it this far, and I'll see you in the next one.